Okay, so today I'm going to be making a video that is totally different from everything I've done on my channel. It's basically stepping out of my comfort zone makeup wise. You know that we all have like a certain comfort zone where we go when we put on our makeup, and I have a certain way that I do it. I think when I first started doing it, I only wore lip gloss or lip balm, and to me that was scandalous. Now I could get away with a little bit more without feeling like I am overdoing it. But I want to try something different. So, what I normally wear, I'll tell you what I normally wear, and then I'm going to tell you what steps I'm going to add today. It's not going to be a whole lot of different. It's just that I'm going to also try colors that normally I do not put on. Okay, so what I usually use is primer, then I use foundation, then I put on what else do I do? Shoot. Oh, I do my eyebrows, and then after my eyebrows I do my eyeshadow, my eyeliner, my mascara, then I put on blush, and sometimes I use a little bit of highlighter. Today I'm gonna add bronzer. I'm gonna try to go a little bit more expressive with my eye makeup. I usually just use like on the lid and maybe a little bit like on top of my lid, but just a little bit, and I usually keep it neutral. This time I'm gonna try to be a little bit more bright in my colors, and I'm gonna also use corrector. So I am going to get it started. So I'm gonna start out with, I don't have my microphone on just because it's black and you're gonna see like a black thing right here. But, okay. So I grabbed a little bit of and this is the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. Supposedly it helps to hydrate the face, I guess. By the way, this is from Daiso, this headband, to keep my hair out of my face. Okay, so I got that. Now I am going to be using the color correctors. Okay, so I'm going to do my under eyes, just a little bit here. Now, one thing about my skin is that I turned 40. I'm about to turn 41 this year. So I have fine lines around my eyes. Can you tell the difference? Can you tell the difference between this eye and this eye? The people trying it on online said to use it all around. I'm gonna try using it as well over here, just because my eyes have a lot of pigmentation. The skin around my eyes, especially like the top, it does have a lot of pigmentation, and I want to give myself kind of like a neutral base to start. Okay, so what do you think? This one has the color corrector, this one does not. So let's do the other eye. Okay, so I am not experienced with color correctors. Actually, the color corrector that I use sometimes is the one from LA Girl, but I don't use it under my eyes ever. I have only used it around my mouth, and you're gonna see it right now when I put it on. But I am really liking this. It's kind of neutralizing the color, like the darkness around my eyes. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I've heard some people say that you don't really need more foundation on top. Like some people have said that. What you really need is to color correct your uneven skin tone. So that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, so I'm done with this. Now I am going to do around my mouth. And this one, as you can tell, is darker. It's peach, but it's darker. This one is just going all over the place. This one I'm using the sponge. I do feel that it helps. It helps, like, it helps to like kind of like tone down that darkness. Okie dokie. Now I'm gonna put on my foundation. Okay, now I'm gonna use the foundation, and this is the Revlon Candid Natural Finish Anti-Pollution Foundation in the shade Tawny 320. The way I use it is that I'll put a little bit. My hair is so fluffy that it's coming to the front. So I'll dab it on, and I think that might not be the best technique, but it's what I'm doing right now. Okay. So I have the sponge, and I am just going to dab, 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 and that's what I always do. Yes, I put it around my eyes. I don't know why. I don't know why on the camera it just looks so much lighter. On the camera, it looks so much lighter than it looks on real life. Real life, it looks like the rest of my skin color. You know, my arms, like from here down, are darker than the rest of my body. So probably because it's what gets the most sun exposure, but that's weird because my face doesn't match on my face. I mean, I rarely put a sunscreen. Sometimes I do. foundations. Okay, now that was my foundation. I think now I am going to do my eyebrows. I think that's the step that follows. And I am using the Rimmel Brow This Way brow kit, and it is basically a powder and a pomade, and it looks like this, and it's the really dark one. So first I have to use the pomade, and then I use the powder on top, and it grabs onto the powder. So this is gonna make them dark. So let me put that on. Looks like right now, and then I do the other side because there's like a little brush on both sides. So I'm gonna do the other side, and when I do the other side, I go into the powder and just go on top of what I already did. I don't think that this is the darkest they have. I think there might be one step darker. I'm not sure, but I think so. So this is what it looks like. Do you see the difference? I think you can kind of see the difference. At least in person you can see the difference. And this just marks your skin basically. Sometimes I feel like I really should go to an eyebrow place to get my eyebrows done at least once. I've never gotten them done. And sometimes I feel like I should go at least once to see what they would do with my eyebrows. But I am scared of them like over plucking them, or like, I don't know. There's this place close by that they do threading. Of course right now it's not open because of the virus, but my daughter goes there. There was this lady that used to work there. She was amazing, and like people like would go there just to get an appointment with her. And my daughter used, like, she would go there to like get them like done by this lady. And you know how there's, you know, there's some eyebrow technicians, I would call them, that they are just like amazing with your shape of eyebrow. They just give you what you never knew would look good on you. Like, that's what happened with my daughter. Like, she went there and she was so scared to go there. I remember her, like, she was just so anxious, like, before going in there. And I'm like, you know what, eyebrows grow back if you don't like the shape that they give you. But she was so scared, and that's because the first time that she went to another salon and they did wax and they left them so thin, and that's not what she asked for. But this time she went to that threading place and she loved how that lady left them. Like, they look really good, like really, really good. And because she has like bushy eyebrows just like me, and but they gave her such a nice shape. And but then that lady, somehow she stopped working there, and now I don't know where she is. So we need to track her down. So these are my eyebrows. And you could tell I had them filled in. Okay. Now I am going to do my eyeshadow. But before doing my eyeshadow, I'm gonna use this, and it's the eyeshadow primer from Milani. And it's a very famous eyeshadow primer. It's very popular. I'm gonna let that set just a little bit, just kind of like dry just a little bit, while I show you the eyeshadow palette that I'm gonna be using today. And I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my eyes because I think we need to address this. Okay, so my eyes. My bra is gonna keep making an appearance. Wearing like a skin color bra. Anyways, so my eyes. I have a little bit of hood, like my eyes are a little bit hooded, and especially like one more than the other. I think this one's a little more hooded than this one. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, like I think that in certain lighting or when I'm standing a certain way, you could also tell that one eye is bigger than the other. That's because I have Bell's palsy at some point in my life. Yeah, so I think that that's what makes it that one eye is bigger than the other. It's that when I was about 18 or 19, I got Bell's palsy. They did give me steroids, and that's what made my eyes start blinking again, because I couldn't even blink. Half of my face was paralyzed. I could only smile like on one side. I could only blink with one eye. It was terrifying. I was so scared. I didn't know what was going on, but yeah, I went to the emergency room and they told me that it was because of stress. And yeah, okay, but they gave me steroids and my face started working again, all of it. But yeah, one eye stayed bigger than the other. Okay, so I'm gonna be using these eyeshadows, and it's this one right here, Soft X from Makeup Revolution, and it's the Extra Spice palette. It looks like this. I still don't know what look I'm doing. I do want to do something that's out of my comfort zone, because that's the whole point of this video. So I'm going to be using probably like darker colors, but I also want something that kind of goes with the shirt. From this palette, what I mostly use is cookie dough up here, running and the oranges, running late, sweet and sour, and chocolate orange. So the oranges are the ones that I mostly use, and then also Reputation and brownies. I have an idea. Okay, all right, so I heard that for hooded eyes you need to bring your eyeshadow a little further up than normal, so you could be able to see it, like, so everyone can be able to see it when I close my eyes, right? So that's gonna be the idea today. That's gonna be the idea. Okay, so I'm gonna be using two brushes today, and I don't know why I prefer these like fluffy round brushes, but I'm gonna be using the this is from Wet n Wild, and it's this brush right here, and I'm gonna be using this one, which came in the Urban Decay Smoky eyeshadow palette that is double-ended like this. So that's what I'm gonna be using today. This is my favorite brush ever. This one from Wet n Wild, and that's what I'm gonna be using right now. Okay, so I'm gonna start out with cookie dough, and I'm gonna be placing cookie dough like on my crease. I'm gonna be placing it on my crease. It's funny that I'm using cookie dough on my crease because that's kind of the natural color of my crease. It's like a cookie dough color. I'm gonna bring it up a little bit higher than I normally would. And honestly, that's definitely stepping out of my comfort zone, because that is not something I normally do. I would normally just leave it down here and just like really close to my crease, and that's it. I'm always scared of like going overboard with my eyeshadow. Okay. Oh, you could definitely see it. Okay, now I'm gonna do it on my other eye. I don't know if you can tell, but somehow this cookie dough color, which is this one right here. Just the second one right here. It looks a lot warmer on my skin than it does like on the pan. But yeah. Don't forget that I'm trying to bring it all the way up here. Okay, so you could definitely see it. Okay, now I am gonna take Enchanted, which is the purplish color. This one right here, the one right underneath cookie dough, and I am gonna use that. And I'm gonna use that on my outer lid. And you could definitely see it. I'm gonna bring it a little bit up to the crease as well. At this point, I'm not sure I know what I'm doing, but bear with me. We're gonna find out together. Okay, so I'm basically just putting it on my crease, a little bit on my outer crease, and on my like half, maybe a little bit less than half, like a third of my eyelid. And now I'm gonna use it on my other side. To me, like, these eyeshadows have enough, you know, like they have enough pigment. I love an eyeshadow that I can build up. I am not one of those people that like those like powerful like pow eyeshadows that you just touch your, maybe like barely touch that brush on the pan and it's like poof, you know, like I am not into that, because I want to have more control over it. So yeah, I am making a mess, but now I am going to use I'm trying to step away from what I normally use, trying to be a little more bold. So I'm going to use Cheesecake, which is right opposite on the corner. It's right there, that one right there, right next to cookie dough. And I'm going to use that on my inner lid. I don't know if these colors go well together, but oh well. And I'm just using it on the lid. I'm trying not to get it on my I'm really trying not to get it on my crease. Maybe I shouldn't use this brush. Who knows? So I got kind of like an orangey going on in the middle, like on the inside, and then I have like the plum going out on the outside, and I'm gonna use a little more of that Enchanted plum color on the outside. I love building colors. Maybe I'm using the wrong technique. Okie dokie. All right, now I'm gonna use Dreams, which is that golden color, which is right here in the corner, right there. And I'm gonna use it on my lid, like in the center. I cannot do a look without putting some type of shimmer on, and that's just me. think I use the same brush for everything. You know what? First, let me blend. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna add something to the bottom of my eyes as well. And I think I'm gonna take the same purple color, Enchanted, and just run it on the bottom. I always make funny faces whenever I do my makeup. This is what my makeup is looking like. What do you think? I think I could use a little more. Now I'm gonna add the gold. And I am using Dreams, like I said, Dreams in the corner. I am not using that golden color, like yellowish golden, which is LA Sun. I am gonna be using the one right here on the top. I feel like it's a little more forgiving than LA Sun. At least for this look, I think that's gonna go well. And I'm gonna do it kind of like on the inner to like middle part of my eye, of my lid. Yeah, I'm gonna start it with my finger because I feel like you can't really see it much. Yep. I am sorry that I am using this finger, but that's what feels comfortable. Okay. And I'm gonna add a little more Enchanted to the corner. Oh my gosh, my husband's coming. I don't know how I feel about that, but that's what it looks like. And I think I'm done. Okay, now I'm gonna use the eyeliner. So I'm gonna use this eyeliner, and it's the ColourPop liquid liner in numero uno. It's this one right here. And I cannot do a straight line, I'm so sorry. Now I'm gonna use, okay, I always leave my mascara for last just because I feel that when I put on my mascara, if I put on my setting spray, after I put my mascara, it comes out really bad and starts running. So let me do my bronzer, which I am not used to doing bronzer. Like I said, it's first time for lots of things today. And I don't know what kind of brush to use for bronzer, so I'm gonna use this one. I think this is where you put the bronzer. And for bronzer, which I'm not sure if this is the right thing to do, but I am using this one from CoverGirl Peach Punch Highlighter Palette. And it has the highlighter, the blush which fell out, and the bronzer. So that's the bronzer that I'm using right now. I don't know if that's how you do it. Did I even put on any? I mean, if you see if you see kind of like a little bit of shade down here, it's because I have lots of baby hair, like fuzz, peach fuzz. I have lots of peach fuzz right here, which is black, and it's just dark, and that's what's giving me that effect, and probably not this product. But anyways, there's the bronzer. Now I'm gonna use this palette right here from Ulta Beauty Stay Cheeky Blush Palette, and I'm gonna use this for my blush. So these are the colors in it, and I'm gonna be using this one down here, the one that's darkest, which is this one right here. I don't know if I should use that one or not. I don't know. But that's what I'm using. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? This is a whole lot more than I usually use, by the way. I guess like on camera it just looks really light, like, and that's why I have to use a little more. Okay, now I'm gonna use the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter, which is this one right here. And I feel like this highlighter doesn't really highlight a whole lot. It just gives kind of like a natural sheen. And this brush that I'm using right here is the Luxie 640 Pro Precision Taper Brush. This one right here, it came in my Ipsy bag. I'm gonna use a little bit of highlighter on my nose, because I see people doing that all the time. I don't know if it was supposed to do. Give me a bigger nose. I don't know. But this is what I'm doing. Okay. Now I am going to use this lipstick right here, and it's the Bite Lipstick and Chai. Smells like soda, like those soda candies. I don't know what they're called, but yeah, that's what it smells like. Now I'm gonna set it. Now I'm using this mascara. It's the Mega Protein Mascara from Wet n Wild in Very Black. So this is the finished look. It's definitely a little bit out of my comfort zone. If you've seen my videos before, what I'm wearing, definitely out of my comfort zone, but I have kept it a little bit neutral, but still it's a lot more color than I'm used to. And I'm gonna put a gloss, the NYX butter gloss in a bit of honey on top of it and see what it looks like with gloss. This is the finished look without gloss. Now I'm going to put the gloss on. It's like the same shade as the lipstick. I like my hair better with the cat ears, honestly. Right now it's just craziness. My hair is craziness. I had a scrunchie on and that's why my hair is like kind of like, you can see like that and then it goes out like that because I had a scrunchie on. But anyways, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great day and stay safe. Bye.